And we're alive. Oh, it come across the screen said, "You're alive." Well, yes, we are. Yes, I am. And there's two people. Hi, two people. I hope that's somebody besides me. And me makes three. Yeah. Hello? Two people? One people? Uh-oh. They're dropping like flies. Dropping like flies. Give them CPR. So, I didn't get anything, really. I didn't get anybody that wanted to come on the show. Imagine that. Why is that? We could talk about this. Am I ugly? Am I mean? Is it just everybody's embarrassed? Why doesn't somebody want to come on and be on the show with me? Chit Chat, all that stuff. How's that go? Tick tack tallywhack, give a dog a bone. This old man come rolling home. Something like that. I don't know. But anyway, so nobody wanted to come on. And you know what happens when nobody wants to come on with me? I torture you. I torture you with stuff that comes kind of out of my head, and then I ramble. So what I thought I would do, I hope that's not too loud. I, I goat wrangled this evening, before supper. And so my nose is a little bit stopped up, I guess from goat dander. I don't know, maybe I'm allergic to goat dander. But plus I worked on camper problems I've got, and there's a lot of dust. So it might be a little stopped up, and therefore might be breathing a little heavy. But anyway, where was I going? What was I saying? Anyway, you got stuck with what's in my head. So tonight I thought I would address some of the things that I have acquired and collected. I won't say collected, I mean over the years. Things I've come up with, things that are sentimental, things that I have a hard time letting go of. So, my grandmother, Granny, she collected eggs, like all kinds of little eggs on display, and Fabergé eggs where you could look inside the hole and there was a scene in there, all kinds of stuff. My mom, she collects things with geese or gooses, ducks. And you know, if you collect something, it makes it real easy for people to get you birthday and Christmas gifts, because everybody just get them another duck, or get them an egg, get them an ostrich egg, get them a goose egg, you know, that kind of stuff. But the things that I have are kind of eclectic. Ooh, big word, big word. But I like them, and they're common. I mean, you know, it's not like I collect moon rocks or or anything like that. Even though one of these times, if you've checked my list out, I'm going to show some things that I've discovered during metal detecting, and I started to bring some of those today, but I didn't. So I don't know how you want to start. There's still two people in here, which is great. There's no comments that I can see. Somebody type something for me so I'll know that you all are alive, and I don't have to call EMS. Something, send them to your place. Somewhere there was over here on YouTube I could see participants. I thought, down here. Can I do it down here? Oh, there it is. Participants. Alright. Two watching now, started stream 3 minutes ago, but when I look at participants, maybe it's just because it's in the chat. So it doesn't really mean participants that are watching the show. I guess it means participants that have chit chatted. So since I'm the only one that chit chatted, it just shows me. So here we go. I've said that before. Anyway, this is one of the things that I've had, and I can't say that I collected it or anything. It's something that my mom and dad had. And if you can't really tell, underneath there, it's clear, plexiglass at the bottom. But this is pewter. And it's like an old English mug. And it's kind of cool. So I kept it. And I drink out of it. Mm-hmm. So anyway, that's one of the things I found not too long ago, and it had been gone for, daggone, we just blinked and winked. What happened with that? It had been gone out of my sight for a while. There's more than one. There's a couple. Why did it blink? Oh, we don't want that. No technical difficulties tonight, please. Of course, I don't know why. We could have technical difficulties any night. So one of the things that I like to do as a family, we go camping. And we usually go to the beach. Why not? Because we live in the mountains. Why go to the mountains when you live in the mountains? So if you go to vacation, go to the beach. And we always go, not always, but we've been to Florida, of course, all these places. South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, parks. But anyway, so whenever we go as a family, we're frugal because I'm frugal and cheap. And we will go to Goodwills and dollar stores, local haberdasheries. I don't know, Some people have local thrift stores that benefit animals or adoption centers or, those kind of things. Anyway, so you go to these nicer towns and you go to their Goodwill and you find really good stuff because the nicer towns sometimes, and a lot of times, have a upper economical people with more money. And they get tired of their nice shirts, they get tired of their nice pants, they get tired of their nice shoes, golf clubs, whatever it is. They give it to Goodwill or donate it to a thrift store. But anyway, so we do that. And a lot of the things that I get are from a thrift store. Now this is not uncommon. Everybody has probably these kind of things. Not necessarily these exact ones, but anyway. This is a coffee mug. Inclined railway. Okay, and if you notice, it is sitting on an angle because the inclined railway is on a 72.7 degree grade, and so they made their mug slanted. That's pretty cool. And I got that at Myrtle Beach or South Carolina, wherever we went. This one, of course, it's a coffee mug, but it's got Guinness on it. So what you do is you put whatever it is you want to drink in there, and then in the bottom you get a surprise. Woo! All right. So I got a lot of coffee mugs. I drink coffee. I love coffee, and I just bought an espresso machine. I didn't bring it up here. I got it at Goodwill, but I didn't bring it up here. All right. So this little dudette here, you can't see it. You won't be able to see it. I can't make it focus. But anyway, this one I did not get at Goodwill. This one I've had since I was probably 18. Yeah, I've had it 10 years. And it is from Stewart Hall in Staunton, Virginia. My wife always says, no, it's Stanton. I like to say Staunton, like the, high class people like to say. Anyway, I knew a girl. She went to, I think it's Stewart Hall. It was an all-girls school, Stanton, Virginia. And this was like a little mug, a little souvenir doohickey job. I guess you put pencils in or something like that. And she brought it to me, so I've kept it. This little jewel is, hey, there's Landon Camper. Glad you could make it, man. We've missed you. Thanks for spoiling the surprise. I guess I won't be getting that mug now. No, none of this stuff's for you, dude. None of it. What is this? What's that show? What does it say? Landon Camp or haberdashery. There's the word. Well, yeah, it is. Haberdashery is the word, but we looked that up, and it's like, does this bother you when I try to scoot my chair around? Anyway, it's like a men's store, right? Or something for sewing. We looked that up. Oh, it says 4 people now. Woohoo! So, I don't think we went on a camping trip this time, but anyway, we ended up in Ohio. All right, and of course, when you're in Ohio, you've got to go to the Christmas Story place, right? Yeah, check him out. There he is. Pretty cool mug. And I have actually drunk out of this mug, but I would not suggest it. And I don't know if you can see in there. If I get it, oh, you can. See all those little hairline cracks and stuff in there? Dude, that's not nice. I don't like that. But anyway, I like the mug. So I had to drink out of it. But now I think it's more of just like a thing that I'll keep around. Oh, here's something. Now, I didn't buy this. I lived this. I lived these. And if anybody's ever played tennis or, hey, put this comment on the next stream. Mylo's a nerd, Mylo's a nerd, Mylo's a nerd. I could change it now if you want me to squint my eyes real tight and look at the keyboard while I type. I could put it on there now. Let me change since you're... Oh, I did change this bottom part, Ryan. If you see that, if you love this video, do that for me. Hey, how did that get on the... Well, look at there. I didn't know I could do that. All right, sub to the channel. What's this one? There's my email. I asked people on my Facebook post to send me some pictures of things that they collected or have come across, and there ain't nobody did that. So anyway, that's why you're sitting here looking at the crap I got. So let me go back to comments. They got a new comment. Let's see. I like the old one. Here. Show this. There you go, Miles and Nerd. Does that make you happy? Back to my doodads, okay? So I didn't buy it, I lived it. And when I say I lived it, if anybody used to watch, if you're as old as me, tennis matches on TV, and everybody had wristbands, and everybody had headbands, and I guess they still do. I haven't watched tennis on TV in I don't know how long. But anyway, there you go. Now, see these? These are new, still in the box. You check out that color scheme right there. One pair, red, white, and blue, still in the box. But it's been opened, so I don't care. I mean, it's not like I'm keeping these things for, my kids or anything. Yeah, you should have took a picture of your comic book collection. You were too lazy. All these people that I'm friending on Facebook and Instagram and stuff now are your people that you follow and like and stuff, and I'm going to turn them all against you. So check them out. Look at them things, baby. That's the ticket. Red, white, and blue. So, still in the box. Never been worn. And they're all like squishy, fuzzy, nice. Oh, I screwed it up. Hold on. I got to fix it. There we go. All right. So, you love this video. You love this video. I love this video. I love this video. Ron, are you snuggled up warm and cozy under the covers tonight? I hope so. All right. So, if y'all get offended by some of these other things, I'm not really sorry. I am. I don't want to offend people, but these are all legit things. So, my mother-in-law, believe it or not, was a truck driver. And she had all kinds of truck driving things. In fact, some of the shot glasses and coffee mugs that I've got are from her collection. But anyway, this was a hat that she owned. And Peterbilt is, a truck manufacturer for you guys that are not, and gals that are not trucker savvy. They don't fit on my headphones. But anyway, you get the idea. Okay, so South Carolina in Columbia has a college, University of South Carolina, and they are the Gamecocks. And so we go to a lot of South Carolina thrift stores and stuff. And I came across this one. What? University of South Carolina. Now, I don't know what these cost you at the store, the Cock store, the Gamecock store, or whatever. But it's more than like $2. I don't know. Can you see? I don't know that the label. But it's a nice hat. But the little clasp back here is tore up, and I had to, fix it, rig it so that it would fit my head. So, but I can't wear it because a lot of people don't get close enough to read the bottom part, and they get all upset. So, I call some of these I call road treasures because I find them alongside the road. And this is one of those examples. I found this alongside the road. Now, I've never worked at Bojangles. I won't say that I ever wouldn't, but I never have. And so, this is the Bojangles hat. Or not hat. What do they call these? Visors? Yeah, visors. Here, let's put this up there. Now that I found out, it needs to be bigger. Now that I found out I can do that, I'm going to do that a lot. So, visor. That's so you can get the sun, to keep the sun out of your eyes, but the top of your head and that little bald spot back there gets sunburnt. Alright? That's what that's for. So those are ones I know. If you watch the other video where I had Landon on and he played me music and serenaded me and promised me a theme song that I haven't gotten yet. But anyway, I showed some of my other hats. Do you think a Bojangles employee quit, stormed out, and threw their Bojangles on the ground? Bojangles hat. Yes, I do. And if you go to some of these thrift stores, you could be almost anybody. I mean, I've seen all kinds of shirts, employee shirts of, Bojangles or McDonald's or any of the fast foods, and sometimes they're, bigger stores. They give them vests and different things, and people, I don't know. If I have an employee, and I've got some, I used to work at a movie theater, but anyway, I digress. If I give them something, and I gave part of the uniform as the company, I want that stuff back when they leave. So, hats, shirts, aprons, all kinds of stuff. But you go to thrift stores and you find all these things because they never give it back. Then they just, at least they don't throw it in the trash. I'll give them that. They don't throw it in the trash. All right, so let me stretch this over here just a little bit. Take my little clip off so I can roll over here. Now, these couple of guys right here, I picked these up, not at the thrift store, but a little old gift store that we go to when we go down to Merle's Inlet. We always go there. They've got crazy good stuff down there. And I've picked these up. Now, this is kind of weird because I saw this bear, and check him out. He's hand carved wooden bear, and I thought he was really cool. Okay? So, in the store, I picked him up, and he had a little note on the bottom. Is that backwards, upside down? Had a little note on the bottom. And I thought, what is that? That's kind of weird. I know you can't read it, and I can't read it either without my glasses. So maybe I can't even read it with my glasses. So on the bottom it says, very well known carver from Norway. Norway. The dude come a long way. Alright. Mr. Henning passed away in 2008. 4 carvings currently on eBay, $75 to $100. Alright. I'm not going to tell you what I paid for this guy, but I thought, that's cool. So I did look him up. He was a real carver. He was a Norwegian guy. Anyway, this was my first and probably most legitimate acquisition as a collector. All right, but he's cool. I mean, it really is. The coloring, so nice and fuzzy. Not really, but he's a nice bear. He's not like a Pooh Bear though. Now this guy. Let me take this off. That's not part of him. I saw this one and I just said, God, are you kidding me? I gotta have it. And it's probably Taiwan. It's all, I don't know, porcelain, but look at him. Look at that face. Hey, there's Robert. Hey, Robert. You got here just in time for Mr. Giraffe. So, I just could not pass this little feller up. And I wished he wasn't so fragile-y, because I'd like to take him places. You know, I really would. He'd like to go with me. But these aren't cracks that you see, you know, because giraffes have different colors. And even though they didn't, I don't think it was painted at one point, the orange and tan colors, whatever, those are his feet. See those big old feet? Yeah, see, he's hollow. He's hollow inside. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at those eyes. That giraffe's face is similar to Fred Rocky. You think? I don't know, man. We'll get him up here and compare him here. But anyway, I like this guy. He's funny. All right. So let's see. What else we got around here? And I've got some other things. I've got the hats. I've shown them. Does anybody want to chime in and say something that you've collected or that you like to collect? Apparently Ryan, it's no surprise, he likes comic books. At one point I'll have to dig in and get out some old comic books and stuff. So this last trip we went on, shoot, I wish I could remember where it was. It's in North Carolina. State Park. No, that's right. It wasn't North Carolina. We actually went to Myrtle Beach State Park. And we were going to go, it's kind of a thrift store, but it's a peculiar one because they sell a lot of furniture. And it benefits, a charity. So anyway, a lot of furniture, and we were just looking for furniture for my kids. And they came across these books, and they had a bookshelf just full of books like a lot of places do. But it was like, it was like 5 books for $1. And it's like, oh my gosh. I mean, they're just about, please take these things or we're going to throw them away. Now, I like to read, but I like to read interesting things. At some point, maybe we'll talk about it. So I like to read biographies of people I find interesting. I read Johnny Cash's biography. I've read Jackie Chan's biography. Man, that guy he's cool. So those are kind of like, and I like to read. I won't say true stories. I read a lot of fiction. I read all the Conan series paperbacks years and years ago, and if I can, I'll show you something about the Conan. But anyway, let me get rid of Ryan's post. Just somebody make another really fresh comment, and I'll put your comment up there. But we're going to go back to one of these. I'm going to blatantly advertise the show. All right. Well, how long are we? Jeez almighty, 25 minutes. All right, I'm going to speed this up because there's something else I want to do before we leave. So, anyway, back to the books. So, I started looking through the books, and I noticed all the old books. And I thought, my gosh, some of those books are really old. And so I picked out a few. And I didn't really pick them out because of their content or what they were about. I picked them out because they were old. And so I went through and picked out some of the oldest ones or older ones I could find. All right. So let me see if I can find the copyright on this one. Triangle Books, New York, New York. First copyright was 1928. 15th printing, 1944. So, I'm going to say, now that's the only dates I can see. I'm going to say this one was printed, copyrighted, printed, reprinted, whatever, in 1944. And what I liked about this little book, I haven't read it. Scarlet Sister Mary. It's kind of worn, okay? But inside the cover, I don't know. Kids drawing, scratches. There's some initials on one of these pages. So I don't know, like I said, I don't know the history, don't know anything about it. There's a name in the back, if I can read it. Joyce. Man, I don't know. I was taught how to write cursive, and I can read cursive, but I cannot read fancy cursive written in very small letters under the scribbles. So that person's name is in there. But there was this article in this old paper, Roanoke Times, Sunday, March 9th, 1975. And I know that's kind of old, but not really old, like not 1943. But, you read that? It says they speak their own language. Now, I don't know why they saved that, because this is from Roanoke, Virginia, as I'm assuming. Maybe not. I don't know how many Roanokes there could be. But it was in the book, and the book was really old, so I snatched it up. Let's see. Let me look at this other one. Now, I did try to read some of this one. All right, let's see. Sheesh, this stream is absolutely 7 people. Yeah, 7 people. It's not bussing. Post that one. That's a pinnacle of chat messages. Okay. This one? There we go. So, this one is really cool. See how it's textured, the cover? And it says, I dare you. Okay? So, that's the name of the book. Got that dude's face on it. Alright, so the thing that I find interesting about this one is that it's got a dedication in it. Do I have my regular phone? I need a flashlight. Not only do I need glasses, man, when you get old, not only do you need glasses, you got to have like bright light. So let's see. This thing was to another small cursive handwriting. Curse the cursive. All right. It was from Mr. Owens. I can read that. Dr. Owens, I'm sorry. That's a D. And it was signed April the 25th, 1940. Okay. 1940s when this one was signed, dedicated to these people. Okay. This book was written by William H. Danforth, chairman of the board, Ralston Purina Company, Checkerboard Square, St. Louis, Missouri. Okay? Can you read it? Read it and weep, boys. Read it and weep. Okay, and down here in the bottom, fourfold development. All right. So all those little PMSR stand for stuff. And that's what this book is about. All right. Stand tall physically, think tall mentally, smile tall socially, live tall religiously. So this book, I dare you, and I read some of this because, it was small and interesting, is about his outlook on how to get ahead in life. And I wish I had more patience to read it all, but they thought differently, talked differently back in that was dedicated in the 40s. So the book was probably printed before that. But anyway, just the gist of it. I Dare You was about his life experiences, the guy from Purina, his life experiences and how he came across this revelation and those 4 things, how to make your life better. But anyway, I Dare You was, I think, his teacher. He was a small kid, sickly. His PE teacher, noticed that he couldn't really do anything and all this other stuff. And maybe it was in class. But anyway, one of his teachers looked him in the eye and says, I dare you to be the smartest kid in the class. Or I dare you to pay the most attention in this class. And he couldn't back down from a dare. So he set his sights on being whatever it was the teacher dared him to be. And he did it. And so he realized that, through these 4 things that he put on there, you could just about do anything you wanted. And that's why he did a lot of work in the church, his church, and did a lot of work on like summer camps where they send kids to summer camps. And anyway, that was part of his thing was, he would dare the kids to be better, basically, Anyway. So I thought it was the MSRP, manufacturer suggested retail price. Could have been. It was pretty close. I'm taking Ryan down here. We're gonna give Robert some love right there. Not physical, just right. Okay. All right. So I used to work at a movie theater. 34 minutes. So I got just a little bit of time. Used to work at a movie theater. And when you work at a movie theater, there's all kinds of promotional materials that come through a lot of times. And I've gotten some really cool stuff in the past. But what I did find were some of my old shirts, T-shirts. And you could do all kinds of things with them at the movie theater. Most of the time it was promotional items that you could give away, or on the radio or newspaper. You know what a newspaper is? All these other kind of things. But when you work there, you could get some of this stuff. And so I got them over here. I'm gonna have to set my headphones down, run over there, and grab a few and see if you even have ever heard of these movies. All this talking, I got to keep my whistle wet. Yep, that's right, my whistle wet. You don't want it to get dry. I'm back. All right, so some of these I know you've probably seen. Who you gonna call? Now I want you to remember, these are not repos, man. These are the day the movie came out. Okay, these aren't ones you go to some store, now and pick up a Ghostbusters t-shirt. Negatory, good buddy. These were when they came out. Let's see. This one I had a hard time remembering. I don't even know if I watched it. This one was by John Carpenter. Okay. Is that Casper? Yeah, that's Casper. Duh. So, Prince of Darkness. Is that not cool? Now, some of these I didn't wear because, that wasn't my style. But I got the shirt anyway. Okay? So some of them are in a lot better shape than others. Ugh. Some of them are not in very good shape because I wore the P-far out of them. Okay, so I worked at the Bristol Mall Theaters. Started out as a 4-plex. It went to a 6-plex. Okay? And it was American Multi-Cinema, so AMC. So this was one of the shirts that they promoted, the theater with. All right. And as you can tell, I wore it. All right. This one, maybe you all have seen. Ooh, look at this one. This one's bad because I cut the sleeves out of it. Lost Boys. All right. Do you know what that's about? Yep, you're right. Vampires. And how do you know? Because it says right there on the back. Sleep all day, party all night, never grow old, never die. It's fun to be a vampire. All right. Y'all are learning some good stuff tonight. Cloak and Dagger. Kind of I don't know. You can kind of see that's a fighter jet back in there. I don't know what's that bottom say. It's not just a game anymore. Yeah, it's one of those game come alive deals. No, the boys never did get found. They were lost. Their souls were lost forever. That's why they never got found. Vampires. No, they got killed. They got killed. What's this one? I don't know. What is this one? Let me take a sneak peek. I don't know. The Sure Thing. A lot of these are in the 80s because that's when I worked there. 80s flicks. Some of them are still around, pretty cool. Some of them aren't. All right. You can't tell. Into the Night. I think that's Jeff Goldblum and Michelle Pfeiffer. Into the Night. And they've been tucked away in a box, and I didn't iron them. If you want to complain about they're wrinkled, then on you. Dabney Coleman. I don't know. Dabney. Which one was Dabney? Dabney Coleman. All right, what's this one? Blind Date. Yeah, Kim Basinger. If you didn't watch it for anything else, watch it for Kim Basinger. Yeah, boy. I think, is that Blind Date, man? Is that the one where she came out of, when was, Kim Basinger was a mermaid or something and came and walked up on the shore of the Statue of Liberty naked. Which movie was that? Robert, calling upon you because you're old. Do you remember? Was that? That wasn't Blind Date. What was that? Yep, Heartbreak Ridge. That was a movie about Vietnam, I think. Yep. Yeah, Bruce Willis. Yeah, she would start to drink and she just went bonkers crazy when she would drink, almost like lose her mind. But what was the one where she come walking up on the? Is that the one? I don't know. I have to look at it. So on the back, swift, silent, and yes, deadly. Yep, that's the recon platoon. That was their 2nd Recon Battalion. All right, this is the last one. And that's the whole reason for it right there. Woo, woo, woo. Weird science. Weird science. Yep. Hey, there's Cleo. Hey, Cleo. Hi, Cleo. All right, 41 minutes. I got sidetracked with all my doodads. I got all kinds of doodads. I didn't get to show you the paintings. I didn't get to show you my posters. I got some posters. I didn't get to show you old Matchbox cars. I got some old Matchbox cars. Anyway. So the participants. Clell, Menace with Mylo, this dude here. Robert, Bradford, Ryan Moore. I appreciate you guys coming. Now there's 7 people watching. I appreciate everybody that's watched. Put up with it. Keep up with Facebook. I know it's kind of nutty, but it's what I've got to kind of advertise. And I put some shorts. This is what I was going to hopefully get to and never did get to. Maybe one day I want to start putting up some more shorts, and these are just like minute long or less videos that YouTube puts out. And Ryan says it's like the Kelly LeBrock. Yeah, Robert. Yep. Pretty tough girl. Yeah. Ryan says it's kind of like YouTube's version of TikTok. But anyway, so I put some of those up there. They're just like 15, 30-second videos. Watch them, like them, don't like them, but still watch them. Anyway, I appreciate everybody coming. Share, like, subscribe, hit the notification button. Do all these things that YouTube wants you to do. I think I've got like 39 subscribers now. So I try to put stuff out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm still trying to figure out which one I can put it on, and then it will push it out to the others. So I'm not very good at that. But anyway, I will do what I can on those. And Thursday, I don't know what's going to be going on Thursday. I hope to have a guest, like I always hope to have a guest, but I never have a guest. So anyway, send me an email, comment on the videos, tell me what you like and you don't like, and I guess we'll call it an end for the night because we're at 43 minutes. So, bye-bye.